So real quick, this beer says brewed and packaged by Boulevard Brewing, Kansas City, Missouri. In Puerto Rico, do not litter.
Everywhere else, it's fine.
Everywhere else, you're fine. Please recycle. But in Puerto Rico, you cannot litter.
Welcome to the Fantasy Beer League, where you get half-decent advice from half-decent guys. I'm your host, Sean Joyce. With me, as always, is Gobble Gobble Turkey Boy Justin Giel, our resident fantasy football expert, Matt Senni, and tonight's big loser and show producer, Vince Verico. So, Vince, what went wrong? Why are you in this position?
Pretty much everything. I mean, to be honest, I felt like this was coming sooner than later anyway. My team hasn't been producing the way I wanted them to be. Mm-hmm. Having DeAndre Hopkins out definitely didn't help, and also having Hunt out didn't help. Having those two out and having Kupp on bye just spelled me getting punished. Along with the fact that Patrick Mahomes is playing like shit.
I was going to say, Patrick Mahomes has not helped you this season.
He
has not been what everybody thought he would be. All right, well, let's get your first punishment of the year out of the way. Rummaging.
Oh.
Okay.
So I have to do the one chip challenge.
Oh, so that is a hot-ass fucking chip.
Yeah. You can do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
That's
All right,
bad, buddy.
so it's going to be a drawn-out, painful experience. So we're going to have you do it now.
Okay. That works.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so we'll go through the whole episode with you suffering in frame with us. I'll put the football away.
I'll keep this here for now.
And we'll pause to go get the chip.
It can't be that bad. Is it really that bad?
It's really bad.
So is it worse than like the pepper that Danny ate?
I think it's probably about the same.
Well, it's the pepper last year was a Carolina Reaper. This is Carolina Reaper and Scorpion.
Yeah, that sounds like
So
it's
it's
going
the
to be
two
two
hottest
things
peppers.
hot.
Theory, it should be worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it comes in a little package. Look at that. And a little pamphlet that I'm not going to read.
Crush it up and snort it.
That sounds like it'll be so
Yeah.
much
Could you
fun.
imagine how
You would
horrific-
have like an instant nosebleed. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I'm sure.
Imagine the rush, though.
I want to smell it before you eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might not
Is it
open.
black?
It's not.
It's
open.
not
You didn't
open.
open it.
There we go.
He's got a little divot there.
can't
It's
believe
really
it's in a
sealed,
package.
like, shut. Why do they do that?
I don't know.
it's
Now I'm nervous.
nuclear?
Oh, it's like in different pieces here.
Oh,
So it
that's
broke up a
worse.
little bit.
Oh man,
All right.
Give it a. Well, we can all get a little sniff here.
Everybody can have a little piece.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was like, there's
Just
four.
to-
I don't. want
doesn't-
that.
It just doesn't. That
just-
one does not even smell good. It smells hot.
It
It
just.
does. I got a good whiff, and it like singed my nostrils a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't like smell like
Good.
anything great.
So you're gonna eat it in pieces, or you just gonna cram it all in your mouth at once?
I would just put it all in my mouth.
You
at one
gotta
time,
rip the
but
Band-Aid.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get as much of this in my mouth at one point as I
Well,
can.
I'm sure you could. Like,
Yeah, it's only 4 small pieces. You can
It's
definitely
a chip.
pile it up,
You're
and
gonna
then
snort
get this
crumbs.
little crumb in here too. And then I'm fine if that's all you get. That's
Yeah,
good.
little pieces. All right,
All right, cheers,
All right.
buddy.
down the hatch.
Salute.
Yeah, it's hot.
I'm uncomfortable. Like for you.
Fight through it.
I'm waiting for the discomfort.
I can see on his face that it's not fun.
It's
It's coming.
yeah. He's like I can see on his left cheek. It's slowly starting to turn a little red.
It's fine. Chew it up so I can swallow it.
Yeah, I got you. Once you swallow, we can ask you more questions. In the meantime, Justin, can you read us the fine money owed from last week's episode?
I sure can. So I want to note all fines this month are going to continue to go towards Movember. Mm-hmm. Sean, you owe $6 for incorrectly believing that Brandon Cook scored a touchdown against the Dolphins. Called.
It going down was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize that you made a mistake. Ramondre Stevenson, Ramador Stevenson.
Yeah, I called him Amador.
And then called Hunter Renfro, Henry Hunter
Yeah.
Renfro.
Yeah. Well, him and Henry Ruggs, similar names.
Yeah.
They look alike. I mean, easy mistake.
They look identical. Very, very challenging to distinguish.
It's hot.
Yeah.
I felt your breath, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
I could see the fire coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, he's got a little hat.
I'm getting sweaty already.
Careful around the eyes.
Yeah, don't touch your
God.
eyes. Yeah, you can use the nappy.
Yeah, don't wipe your face with that.
Yeah. I owe $6 for criticizing Tyrod Taylor for only getting Brandon Cooks 1 touchdown in a game and a half.
Yeah.
And then I incorrectly verified that Brandon Cooks scored a touchdown against the Dolphins.
Every time he breathes, I'm like, oh my God.
And then I cleared my throat during Thirsty Thursday.
Okay. So a little jumbled. This is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you need to use milk, Vince, you can take a swig.
Thank you.
So basically, we owe money because we both thought that Brandon Cooks scored when he didn't.
We both thought it was the same game.
Yep. Yeah.
Vince is suffering.
Yeah.
He's got tears already.
I know. I see.
I told you it's not fun.
So while
I didn't
Vince,
expect it to be that bad.
It's bad.
while Vince cries, Senny, can you read the poll results from last week?
So the most important one. Did you ever realize that Christmas season was in the fall? A little over half says no, they did not. But there are still tons of people who are lying. Are Alex Collins, Rashad Penny, and Travis Homer made up names? Well, I did not pronounce this, so it must be. 73% say yes.
They're all Seattle running backs, but they all agree with you.
Chris Carson, I remember from last week. Doesn't matter, I'll never be asked again. So when CEH returns, will the Chiefs' backfield be a running back by committee? 80% said yes.
Wasn't.
I know, I did not start him. Didn't matter, I won in that league anyway. But so, is Moore a more exciting guy? 75% said no.
He did. He went off.
Yeah.
He popped off on Sunday. Tried to tell y'all.
What's your favorite season? 31% tie for fall and summer.
Summer people.
I know. 15% winter and 23% spring. What the fuck do you like
Winter.
about
Who
spring?
the fuck said winter?
Yeah, who likes winter? My birthday's in winter.
It was cold as shit today,
Christmas
man.
is
I wore
in winter.
5 jackets.
Yeah, it's still cold out.
Yeah, and it gets colder.
Do you like Christian Kirk's name? 83% said yes. 17% are wrong.
Yeah, he's got a good name.
Yeah.
Isn't AJ Green on the Browns? I dropped him this week. 40% said yes.
40% said yes.
Not only is he not currently on the Browns, he has
Never
never
played.
been on.
He's on Seattle. I remember.
He's not.
No, he's not. He's in Arizona.
We are happy
But I did
drinking.
realize
I
2
know.
seconds later.
We're on our first beer.
Yeah.
Vince is not even able to laugh. He's in so much
He looks
pain.
so uncomfortable.
I got
Are we
cheers.
here for fun
Yeah.
facts? 88% said yes.
We're here for fun facts.
We are,
Justin
yeah.
said it.
Is Antonio Gibson not so great at football?
Not so great.
24% said yes. 76% said no.
Well,
Wow.
he disappointed you again. So keep believing he's good. He's not.
Are you starting Brandon Ayuk this week? Just over half say yes.
You should have.
Good game.
Are you starting Myles Gaskin this week?
You told them not to, though, by the way.
Just over half said no.
I said no because he would go off.
Oh, okay.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah. That's all we got? All right. Well, this is our favorite episode to record. Thanksgiving special.
Not for me.
Well, yeah, everybody but Vince.
Historically,
Their
They're
favorite.
so unhappy.
Yeah, he's in pain. He's got to ride the wave. So, in honor of Thanksgiving, we have 3 games on Thursday. So we have 3 separate Thirsty Thursday entries this week, and here is our first. In honor of Chicago, and
the Bears.
I'm drinking Cafe Death from Revolution Brewing Company. It's heavy on coffee, so if you're a coffee fan, you'll like this. It's 15% beer, but it doesn't drink like it. It's very smooth and roasty, and that coffee flavor is very prevalent. I love coffee.
Yeah, same.
It's very good. I'll let you guys have a sip after I take another, and then I'll tell you why I like the Bears, who I like on the Bears. I don't actually like them.
The Bears.
So, I think it's unlikely that Justin Fields is going to be able to play on Thursday, but
That's really good.
I'm unsure that it matters in terms of fantasy production from his teammates. You're still starting David Montgomery, even though I've been on the record many times saying that I'm not a fan of his.
That's delicious.
Yeah, but he is a set and forget running back. And Darnell Mooney deserves some consideration against a beatable Lions secondary.
Yep.
He received 16 targets on Sunday, which is always a good sign. I want to pick Detroit, but I just can't. I'm going to go 20-13 Bears. So, Justin, tell me what your first beer is. Tell me about the Lions, and tell me who you think is going to win.
Sure. So I am drinking highly acclaimed KBS. I don't know if it was Thanksgiving last year, but it was definitely a Lions game last year where I drank a different variant of the KBS. This year I have cinnamon vanilla cocoa. I said when I cracked it open that it smells like when you walk inside a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
And it's delicious. I really like this.
Yeah, it does smell like when you first enter that Dunkin'.
Pass this around again.
2 pumps.
You say 2 pumps?
2 pumps.
2 pumps is, I think, about all the Lions have left in them. If Jared Goff plays, I still don't recommend starting him. Maybe against the Bears defense. With the Thanksgiving game, maybe give him a shot. But I think still you're starting Hawkinson, and then you're still starting DeAndre Swift. Really no one else on the team I particularly care for. I don't think they're great. Stay away from really everyone else. I am going to pick the Lions, though.
All right. One pride. Sandy, tell me what you're drinking and tell me who you think is going to win the game.
So I don't know if Lick Beer Project is the name of the brewery.
LIC.
LIC, yeah,
Okay.
Long Island City.
It is like.
So I guess Cannons is the beer.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a IPA. I actually really like it. Passed around. I'm on the DeAndre Swift wave, so I support the Lions in any game that they don't tie against my team. So I'm going Lions.
I hope this one's a tie. That would be a nice Thanksgiving
Miracle.
tradition. Yeah. Vince, tell us what you're drinking and tell us who you think is going to win the game.
Milk and lots of it.
What is that brand? Clover Farm.
It was the one at the market down the road, and I'm actually going to try and see if the Lions are going to win this one.
Okay.
Maybe my pain will help them or something.
Yeah. Misery loves company.
All the pain that the Lions fans are going through is now living within Vince.
Yes, exactly. You know what it's like.
Oh, God.
We begin with a game that I'm very much not looking forward to, the Eagles and the Giants. Senny, can you name a wide receiver on the Eagles?
The worst part is, I definitely do know someone, but because I just fucking hate them.
Justin, do you expect Devontae Smith?
You knew that name.
That's the one you should have, or could have known, I should say. Do you expect him to thrive or struggle against the Giants on Sunday?
It's tough. I think I would pick him in the middle. I don't think he's going to struggle too badly, but I don't think he's going to have a 30-point game. It's not a passing offense. That offense goes through it's on the ground, whether it's Jalen Hurts or one of the 12 running backs that they seem to be using. So he could have a boom bust game or a boom game, but I think it's going to be somewhere in the middle. 12 points.
Yeah, he's gotten there you go, Vince. You can say that you destroyed the 2021 Pocky one-chip challenge. He's gotten 6 targets in 3 straight games, which is okay.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's a low passing volume offense. And the Giants' secondary is beatable, but it's really, like you said, could go either way. I'd have moderate expectations. I'd slot him in as a wide receiver 3 this week. In his return to action on Monday night, Saquon Barkley logged only 6 carries. Do you expect more volume this week, Justin?
I do. It's hard to get less than 6 carries any given week, so I'm expecting more this week.
Yep, that dumb fuck ginger Jason Garrett is gone, and you would think that anybody who wants to keep their job would use their best player more. So I think this could be a big game for Saquon. He's had success against the Eagles before. That being said, I'm going to this game with my dad. Michael Strahan's getting his jersey retired at
I thought
halftime.
you were saying that you were going with your dad and Michael Strahan.
Oh, I wish. That'd be
Yeah.
great. But we're going to see Michael Strahan get his jersey retired. He doesn't know yet. It's a Christmas present from me. But that's going to be the highlight of the day for me, I think. I think the Eagles win, Giants lose 26-22.
I'm going to say Giants.
Is Miles Sanders the name of the running back on the team?
Yeah, he's running
I would have
back.
known that.
Yeah.
Okay. No, Giants because I hate the Eagles.
Well, I hope you guys are right, but I doubt that you will be. Next, we can talk about your team, the Steelers and the Bengals. Steelers somehow scored 37 points on Sunday night
Fucking cares, honestly.
in a loss.
In a
Fucking
loss,
cares.
Is that offensive showing repeatable this week?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. last week, I think the Steelers, they benefited from having shorter field off of turnovers.
Yeah.
And they had to put up points to keep up with the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Chargers have a really good offense. Not to say that the Bengals don't, but I don't see 37 points being repeated again this week.
Yeah, like you said, short fields. Ben didn't even throw for over 300 yards. Najee Harris only had 39 rushing yards, which they're a running team, so you can't expect that to happen again. I think they're more likely to score in the 20 range week to week.
Yeah.
For the Bengals, Joe Mixon had a great day against the Raiders, but the passing offense was less than ideal for fantasy managers. Will they get back on track this week?
I think so. The entirety of the passing offense, you mean?
Yeah, Joe Burrow, T.
Yeah.
Higgins, Jamar Chase.
I think so. I don't know. They just seemed off last week. They still got the job done, but I think they get back on track this week.
Yeah, it's perhaps a tougher matchup, but it was just a little weird because the game was out of score. The game script didn't allow for much passing. I don't think it can be as bad as it was. I was expecting a huge game from the receivers against Las Vegas. Fuck the $2. I'm gonna take the Bengals 27-20.
The Steelers got to turn it around. I'm going Pittsburgh.
Tonight I was talking to a parent who the first thing they said to me was that Ben needs to retire. I, for the first time, am not picking the Steelers. I don't actually think they can beat the Bengals.
But they didn't earlier.
Before you continue, just an update on the Heat. My tears are starting to burn.
Really?
Like actually coming out burning.
Well, you sound great. I can't believe it.
Oh, it hurts to talk.
You're doing great, buddy. I'm glad we had you do this in the beginning and not at the end.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You're making good tent. At least you can rest on that.
Yeah.
This beer
Forgot
is
that he's
strong.
in frame every time Justin speaks.
Yeah.
Nostrils are starting to burn too.
Bucks play the Colts this week. I don't think there's anything new to say about the Bucks offense. So are you starting their defense this week?
I wouldn't feel comfortable starting their defense. Jonathan Taylor has been on a tremendous roll. Not to say he's going to, not to say he's going to put up 5 touchdowns again, but I mean, it's incredible to see what he's doing. So I wouldn't feel comfortable starting them this week. Me saying that, they'll probably shut him out.
See, most weeks I don't think they perform because I have them, and I wouldn't say that they're doing that great defensively compared at least to offense.
Yeah, and the Jonathan Taylor did that against a good Bills defense too.
Yeah, that's true.
So and the Bucks have one of the best run defenses in the league. Their secondary is kind of suspect, but they have a good run defense. But like you said, Jonathan Taylor is goddamn ridiculous. And do you expect to see a more balanced approach from the Colts this week, or do you think it's going to be more tool time?
I mean, I think you feed the hot hand. So
Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they might need to go more balanced because I see the Bucks putting up a lot of points, so they might need to pass to catch up.
Yeah, it's possible. But you can't bench Jonathan Taylor.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, no. I mean, you're never even considering it. But I do think that the Bucks defense will hold their own, despite the fact that I agree it's a risky start with Jonathan Taylor being as hot as he is. I think the Bucks win this game 31-23.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bucks as well.
I think the Colts are going to win.
Phil would be happy.
Yeah.
Next, we had the Panthers and the Dolphins. Panthers may have lost on Sunday, but the offense looked much improved with Cam under center. Carolina's skill players hold more value now, but does Cam offer viable production himself?
I think so. He's always been not a run-first quarterback, but he's always been that type of quarterback that can get the plays done on his feet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and when it comes to goal line plays, he's got a very good chance of getting in the end zone.
It's annoying if you have McCaffrey because he's a vulture.
Yeah.
But I agree. Cam had 10 rushes last week. Miami defense bad.
Yeah, bad defense.
Yeah. They're bottom 10 in points allowed to fantasy quarterbacks. So
You sound like you're talking to a kindergartner.
they are.
Miami defense bad. While
Miami defense bad. Similar to Cam.
Yep.
Tua has produced solid fantasy points for his teammates when under center. Running back Myles Gaskin found the end zone on Sunday. Do you think he's worthy of starting this week?
I'm never right about him. So
Well, I think you said to start him last week, and he did pretty well.
no, I said to bench him
Oh.
last week, and then he went off. But
So you said to start him the week before when he had like 20 carries for 34 yards?
Yep.
Okay. So whatever Justin says,
Do the opposite.
opposite.
Yeah. So keep him in your lineup and then take him out at the last minute.
See, so keep him on your bench and put him in at the last minute is what you actually want.
Wherever you have him now, keep him there until the last minute, and then either insert him into your lineup or put him on the bench.
If you make it the call that way, you can't be wrong, because if he sucks, then the people who had him in their lineup would be happy that they benched him, and the people that had him on their bench, if he plays well, I'm picking the Panthers to win. 22
Yeah, I'm
going to
go Panthers too. This got off the rails a little bit.
Yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. I had notes. I didn't talk about them, but I'm going to finish this beer, so I want to break for a second so I can pour the next one.
Heat update. I can't feel my lips. They are currently numb. I'm sweating more, and my nose tingles. So there's that.
Yeah.
It's only gotten it's gotten progressively worse as we've been sitting here. That's been the bad part.
I hate to say it, but I'm glad only because then the punishment is worth it. If it was over quickly, then
then it wouldn't be worth it. Yeah.
All right, so during that break, at some point, what you've missed, I burned my eye because I touched my eye from laughing, and I touched that chip, so my eye is on fire right now.
Like my insides.
Yes. And I also want to backtrack and read my notes on why Myles Gaskin isn't a good play.
Okay.
After we went off the rail, Carolina allows the 4th fewest fantasy points to running backs. They stuffed Antonio Gibson like a turkey, and he gets a lot of volume,
Chicken.
but low efficiency,
Yeah.
like a Jordan Howard type. So those are the reasons I don't like Myles Gaskin. Now moving on to the Titans and the Patriots. Somehow this game is for first place in the AFC.
I can't believe it.
The Titans just lost to the Texans on Sunday and showed very little in the way of fantasy production. Senny, can you name an active running back for Tennessee?
Adrian Peterson.
I'll do it.
I can't fucking believe I pulled that out of my ass. Because I actually listened when you talked about the fact that Derrick Henry was out, and you were naming the people, and obviously we know I give a shit about Adrian Peterson.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
true.
heard that.
Senny's interest in football ends with the Adrian Petersons, the Larry Fitzgeralds.
So 2013 at the latest.
Yeah.
Frank Gore's.
Yep.
I love
Good
Arian
job.
Foster. Does he
Yes.
even exist anymore?
No, he does not. But you can catch Frank Gore fighting Darren Williams.
I was only like
Justin.
60% sure that was right.
Ooh, man, that burp stinks. It smells like
I blinked.
meatballs.
I blinked and missed him.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
You smell
I
that?
told you.
Justin, can you start an active running back on this team?
No. Not. I mean, no.
Yeah.
I think it's.
Can you not eat meatballs anymore, too? Like, Jesus.
Damn, it's blatantly meatballs.
Yeah, they're homemade meatballs. They were good meatballs, but to prep for today, I ate a pound of pasta and 8 meatballs.
Jesus fucking Christ. You are aggressively Italian.
Yeah.
Golly.
What did you? No, I'm not starting any running backs. For
Yeah,
this
well,
team.
Dontrell Hilliard paced the position in points last week, which is not a good sign.
Made that name up.
Well, that'll go on the poll.
was gonna say,
They
here's
agreed
our
with you
next
last
poll.
week. They'll probably agree with you again. The Patriots dominated on Thursday night against the Falcons, who suck ass.
Fuck the Falcons.
Yeah,
man.
that was-
honest to God.
Yeah. New England didn't need to do much offensively because the Falcons suck so bad. Fire up the defense,
Yeah.
and Nick Folk again this week.
Fuck Nick Folk. Fuck both of them, dude. Bullshit. Justin, I'm sitting there watching them get 32 points against me in one night off of a defense and a kicker.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
That was my team that I had to cover for this. Mm-hmm. And I said start the defense and the kicker.
Yep.
I know the Patriots, baby. The Belichick way. Nothing that anybody gives a fuck about. All the little
Yeah.
things.
The defense and then
16
kicker.
points
Yeah.
each.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Is New England's backfield a timeshare again, Justin?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, Damian Harris had 11 touches. Ramondre Stevenson.
Ramadan.
Yeah, not Ramadan, not Ramador. Ramadore, Ramadi. He had 13. So he actually outpaced him in terms of touches, and both have been extremely efficient runners. So I expect both of them to continue getting work. I'm taking the Patriots to win this game and take over first place in the AFC, 27-18.
Yeah, I'm going Patriots too.
Same.
Next, we have two shitty teams, the Falcons and the Jags.
Wow.
Atlanta has scored 3 total points in the past 2 games.
That can't be true.
Yeah.
It is.
Wow, fuck the Falcons, man.
Are you starting any of their players?
No.
I feel like that should be a fine. I think you still have to start Kyle Pitts.
I forgot.
That's
Yes.
probably it. Unless Cordero Patterson plays, then I would start him as well. And he's questionable at the moment. Are you starting any Jag who isn't named James Robinson?
No.
Agreed. I'll take Atlanta in a shitty game, 19-13.
I'm going to go Jags.
Me too. Fuck Atlanta. And you know I used to fucking love Atlanta.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Fuck them.
Time to drop coup.
Yeah, he's not been good for you, Vince.
He's not.
He used to kick his ass off, not
Did he
anymore.
miss the other night?
He did.
did.
He missed
Missed
the
a-
only.
yeah.
They could have had 6 points in the past 2 games if he would have made that kick. Let's shift gears to a game that should be actually very interesting and fun to watch: the Jets and the Texans.
Sarcasm.
With Michael Carter set to miss 2 to 3 weeks with a high ankle sprain, are there any other Jets we should consider?
I like Elijah Moore a lot. And I think Corey Davis, I think, can still be a flex play. But other than that, no.
Yeah. Elijah Moore is my preferred option. He scored in 4 of his last 5 games. And last week, he broke out. I mean, I told you Moore is a more exciting guy. And I think on the poll, I lost. So, fuck you guys. Listen to me. I'm the
Wearing a
expert.
turkey hat.
I'm
No,
the
a
expert.
pilgrim hat.
A turkey hat. This is what turkeys wore.
Thinking
Yeah.
of
That's
that
what-
turkey from that fucking movie.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Watch Thanksgiving. That's my fantasy advice of the week. Thanksgiving 3 is even better. There is no Thanksgiving 2. Yes. If that doesn't pique your interest, I don't know what will.
Peak mine.
Fucking sick.
I'm calling it a
Now I
night.
wish I stayed.
Are you still starting Brandon Cooks, Justin?
Every time I say, oh, he's got a good matchup, start him, I start him, 2.8 points. He's got a good matchup, start him.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe we'll get 3 points this week.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think you can bench him against the Jets. It's the goddamn Jets, man.
I think that a lot of the time. I'll see that someone's playing the Jets, and I'll think, oh, I got to start them.
Yeah, I mean it's like a fact of life.
Yeah. I've had that beer twice before. That's the most delicious it's ever looked.
Well, let's talk about it after we pick the game. I'm going to take the Jets in another fun one, 20-14.
I'm going to go Jets too.
Yeah, even the Texans suck, honestly, so Jets.
They both suck. Texans
Yeah,
suck a
but
little
for
bit
me,
more.
Texans are like as bad as it gets.
Yeah.
That's a fact, actually. Yeah, they are as bad as it gets. All right, boys. The fuck did I do with my beer?
Justin, I ever tell you that when I was younger, like I used to always think about there was one team I never saw a jersey for, and it was the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
So in high school, I almost bought an Arian Foster jersey.
He was the shit in high
I
school.
know, I fucking loved him.
He led me to a fantasy championship in 2012.
The
all that
Steelers
matters.
had like a 100, not 100, but they hadn't given up 100. They hadn't given up a 100-yard rusher in like 4 seasons. Arian Foster goes out like 200-yard game.
Fucking king.
Bitch ass. Nice guy.
Najee keeps it up. I'm going to get his jersey at the end of the season.
Is it Najee or Najee?
I don't know.
Oh, I was actually curious.
Oh, I thought you were just making fun of me.
No, I was legit curious.
I hear it go both ways. I think it really just depends on who you're talking to.
Probably ask him.
Let me.
Yeah.
let
I
me
bet
get him.
you.
Him up, get him on the
Get,
podcast.
get him on the
'Cause
podcast.
I bet it could go either way, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Velzy.
But he would be the jersey I would get next, assuming
Yeah.
he doesn't.
He just seems like a really nice guy too.
Assuming he doesn't run away at the first chance.
Run away, freeze his feet off, get a fake vaccination card. Hear about that fucking
All
clown?
the
Yeah.
things that we do in Pittsburgh.
I hope that got picked up on the mic.
Definitely.
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
Dude, I had I forgot to take a picture of this for Untapped. So if you haven't done that yet, you should for yours because I'm sure you want to check your beer in too.
This one I've had previously, but I'm
All
gonna
right,
do it
fuck you. So
again. I was just saying I'm gonna do it again.
so I had to take a beat and make sure that I took the picture. But I also didn't want to hold like a half full bottle. So that's why you guys had to filibuster for me. This is a 22-ounce, 13% stout. This is my second beer in like, what, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm drunk,
I
dude.
can't imagine because I'm buzzed
Yeah.
and my beer's not dark like yours, so.
I don't know what you're trying to say there. Feels a little hot button topic. I'm
the guy
drinking.
wearing
I
a
don't even
pilgrim
know what this is. No. That's a good point. That's a really good point. It's a turkey hat, motherfucker.
That's right. Yeah, I'm stupid.
I'm drinking Chocolate Grove. It's an imperial stout with cacao nibs, fresh orange zest, and vanilla beans aged in bourbon barrels for 19 months. It tastes like chocolate covered oranges. I mean,
Sounds fucking delicious.
It tastes exactly like that, and it's 13%, and I'm drunk. I'm gonna tell you, it's from Revision, which is in Las Vegas, or as I like to call it, Oklahoma, La Vega,
It's
Lawless.
delicious, but if I drank this whole thing, I would be fucking trashed.
Well,
So
I am
can't
fucking
imagine where
trashed.
you're gonna be when you finish.
Hey
that.
man, I still got another beer to go after this. We're not done with the Thursday games yet. It's
I got a
good.
little bit of wax, like residual wax from in there, but that is fucking delicious.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It was a lot of money, but I'm happy I paid for it. Oh yeah, I got to talk about football. Darren Waller is the only Raider I'm starting.
Yep.
Josh
king.
Jacobs needs a tutty to be effective, and the Raiders have had too many off-field issues to remain competitive. Plus, Dallas's defense has been pretty good this
It's a
season.
math term.
Plus, yes,
Plus.
it is. It is.
In addition to what he said.
Oh! Cowboys win 31-16.
Yeah, Cowboys.
31 minus 16 is
I
15.
wasn't even paying attention to who they're playing, but Cowboys are gonna win.
Well, that's not how this works. Justin, tell me about the Raiders and tell me what you're drinking and tell me who you
I'll
think is
tell you
going to
about
win
the
the game.
Cowboys. You talked about the Raiders.
Two
That's
more
what I'm saying. You
dollars.
didn't mention the Cowboys, so I was confused.
No, yeah, it's the Cowboys. There's beers from Dallas. All right, I owe $2. Shut up and fucking talk about it.
All right.
Movember's making some
This
money.
is going great so
Oh my
far.
God,
If you're
yeah.
not entertained, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I am drinking pipe.
Best one yet.
I am drinking pint-sized Hawaiian Pizza Party Tiki IPA.
That is not what it's
that
called.
again, faster.
Pizza party.
Pint-sized Hawaiian Pizza Party Tiki IPA.
Wow, that was impressive.
It is a collab between Boulevard Brewing out of Missouri and Pint House Pizza out of Dallas. This is delicious. IPA brewed with pineapple, mango, and vanilla beans.
Oh,
I bought this several months ago. Held up well. Real juicy. You get all the
it
flavors.
tastes like juice.
Yeah, I get like a little bitterness on the back end that almost would taste like a pineapple like
Delicious.
rind. Wanna try?
Have you ever eaten pineapple rind?
You don't want my lips on that right
Yeah,
now.
you don't want this lips on there. My eye finally feels better. It might just be because I'm fucked up. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true too.
Your face, dude. I know your face like when you're fucked up, and it's so like clear.
Dallas, their wide receiving core is beat up. I mean, well, not really beat up, but Amari Cooper got the
Kobe
Rona.
Wovey.
Yeah, he's got the Kobe Wovey. CeeDee Lamb got I saw he's on the injury report, but what happened? Oh, he got a conky.
We should not laugh about
I
concussions.
can't wait to say Kobe will be next time. Like a kid gets
yeah.
COVID in school.
Oh, Jesus.
Kobe
You
Wovey.
better power through this, Justin. Yes.
Yeah.
He has a concussion. Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, I really like all their star players this week. I like Dak. I like Zeke.
You just said two of them are hurt, so.
The ones that are the healthy ones that are able to play. So I like Dak. I like Zeke a lot.
Dak better play well.
Yeah, Dalton Schultz,
like
I
last
see shining this week with two potential wide receivers out.
We'll high him.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna go with Dallas.
Okay. Sandy, what are you drinking and who do you think is going to win?
So I'm drinking microplastics from Finback Brewing. It's a double India Pale Ale. I like it. I think it's pretty good. I'm mad at Dak.
Yeah, me too.
But Dak is still the shit.
Yeah, I love
still think
Dak.
Dallas is going to win.
Dakota, this is his full name.
What's his full name?
Yeah.
I bet he was conceived there. Is that on his Wikipedia
I think
page?
it's hilarious you said conceived and not born.
Well, I don't think he was born there. I do think he was conceived. All right, Vince. What are you drinking? Who do you think is going to win?
Again, I'm drinking milk.
Clover Farms.
Yeah,
Best advertisement they're ever going to get.
Yeah.
And Dallas.
Dallas.
I'm kind of hoping because I have Gallup.
Oh, that's a good pickup. Are you feeling any better yet?
Yeah, it's starting to cool down a little bit. I got a little bit of a
Buzz.
not a buzz, but I felt lightheaded for a little bit. And my fingers starting to get a little tingly, which concerned me. But I think I'm okay.
I mean, all that heat and everything, it probably like spiked your blood pressure a bit.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I felt the adrenaline pumping when it
Yeah.
Yeah,
started
you
kicking
were.
in.
You do look better now.
Yeah,
you look
you-
less in pain. You look like you were like on death's door. Senny, who scored 4 touchdowns for the Chargers last week?
Well, I feel like the trick question would be for me to assume that it's Austin Eckler. So I'm just gonna say that anyway.
Yeah, it is.
It was
Like, who the fuck else would it be on that team? Honestly,
King.
All right, well, I guess you gotta drink it.
Oh, Jesus.
Justin saved you last time. I'm
Stop
two,
killing me.
two
I'm
for
already
three
dead.
this week, motherfuckers.
I'm already dead. Stop
I
killing
appreciate
me.
you not putting that in my
Yeah,
system.
oh yeah.
I can drink it again if you want.
This would make you feel better.
I mean, you don't have. I mean, you have a lot more. I can drink it.
Well, who
I'm
the fuck
drinking
else on that team would score 4 touchdowns except for Austin Eckler?
I thought you were going to go with Justin Herbert.
No, fucking Austin Eckler is the shit. I know that by now. Justin said that at the beginning of the season.
I did, yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Are you back in on Mike Williams after a 20-point performance on Sunday night?
No. He has done nothing but let me down when I have felt highly about him. And his only touchdown, it was a 50-some-odd yard touchdown
Sean's gonna be fucking
at the end of the game, and he only had 6 targets. He only had 6 targets, and half of his points came on one play. So I'm not back in. I need to see that sustainability from him for a couple weeks.
Good answer. Coming off of their bye, do you expect the Broncos to begin ceding more carries to Javonte Williams down the stretch, Justin?
I do. I think they know what they have, and they're going to use that to their advantage with him. I think with Melvin Gordon,
3.
yes, episode 3.
Revenge of the Sith.
Best fucking Star Wars.
It is, yeah.
Oh, it's not the best Star Wars.
Ooh.
No one else has ever agreed with me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's the best of the prequels. It's not the best one.
I just fucking love this scene on Mustafar,
All right,
and I'm a
Vince.
big Anakin fan.
We're going off the rails, but we have to. I know this is not your ideal thing to edit, but we need to talk about this. What's the best Star Wars?
Rise of Skywalker. Just kidding.
Oh, my heart sank. My heart
7?
sank.
I think
That's 9.
That's 9.
Not, the last. Oh, I was
Yeah.
thinking 8 anyway.
My personal
the
favorite
worst
is
fucking
Episode
movie.
6. But my favorite lightsaber battle is the one on Mustafar.
Because that's the right fucking answer.
That is-
Thank you.
Well, that's my favorite one. The second favorite one is the one with Darth Maul. In
Yeah,
episode
that's
one.
the only. That's
and I'm a
those
big
are the highlights of
Qui-Gon
the
Jinn
prequels.
fan personally, but like for me, Anakin is my favorite character. Always has been.
Episode 5 is the best one.
And that's a very old head thing to say.
But it just
I mean,
is.
I think up until episode 3, that was my favorite and the best.
It's got the. I mean, Episode 3 has the best climax for sure.
Yeah, I'm
Episode
all
5,
about the climax.
start to finish,
Yeah.
nut to butt, is the best.
Yeah.
I've never been more hyped for a movie than Episode 3. I was just so.
I'll agree with that.
When
And-
I heard that it was coming out, it was like the most excited I've ever been for a movie. Like I'm honest.
That's
to God,
how I felt with 50 Shades of Grey.
honest to God, more than Endgame or any of that shit. Like when I heard about Episode 3 and like Vader's, I was fucking hyped, man.
Yeah.
I was big hype.
I'm picking the Chargers to win 27-20.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chargers too.
I didn't remember who they were playing, but the Chargers are going to
They're playing the Broncos.
I fucking forgot the Broncos existed.
Oh, there you go. That's all the analysis
Fuck
you
Drew
need.
Lock.
Yeah,
Horsecock lock.
Horsecock Lock. He's on the bench. I couldn't say Horsecock Lock after the preseason because Teddy Two Gloves took his job. Rams play the Packers. The last time we saw the Rams, they struggled against San Francisco.
I think the meatball breath is gone.
It's not.
It's not. It's not. I just got the win. You know, I can't remember what happens in the episode, but there's an episode of SpongeBob where I think they're at the movie theaters or something. And
Where he's
there's,
got bad breath.
green fog floats through the air in the movie
Yeah.
theater.
Because he ate like a fucking plant,
Yes.
basically. Like, he
And
ate a
I
pop.
felt it go up into Vince's nostrils and then scurry over and go up into mine after you said meatball breath was gone. And it's not.
Damn, you got that transitive property.
Oh, another math
Smell.
term.
Fuck, that is the transitive property.
Justin.
I was thinking yesterday about how you never use the associative property. All right, fucking never mind. But yes, that is the transitive property.
With an extra week to prepare, do you expect Odell to make an impact on Sunday?
No, I think he's washed.
I don't know if he's washed, but I don't know what's up with him.
Where does he play?
The Rams.
Good for him for even being on a team.
Yeah, well, he's gonna. Yeah, I'm too drunk to add, so good enough. For the Packers, you're starting Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and whoever the starting running back is. We expect it to be
Yep.
A.J. Dillon. But with 22.3 fantasy points last week, should we be starting Marquez Valdez-Scantling as well?
I've never heard that name.
MVS.
Getting meatball breath out of here.
Well, we're still going to come downwind. I don't know.
No. I'm not disagreeing with the meatball breath. I'm fairly certain that's going to happen. I'm not starting MVS.
Yeah. He had 10 targets on Sunday, which is
Yep.
good. Very good. Only 2 in his past 2 games before Sunday.
Yeah.
And only 20 on the entire season. So, as with any Packers receiver who isn't named Devontae Adams, you cannot expect there to be consistent volume and thus cannot expect consistent production. I'll take the Packers to win the game 30-26.
Yeah. I don't like the Packers. I don't particularly like the Rams either, but I'm going to go Packers.
Isn't there a guy named Cobb?
Yes, there's a guy named Randall Cobb.
Is he a receiver?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Okay, I'm surprised I knew that. I think the Rams are better, so I'm going with the Rams.
Okay.
Plus, fuck the Packers.
Sean Peoples and I have a bet about Randall Cobb. He bet that Randall Cobb would have at least 5 touchdowns this season. In the offseason, he bet that. Right now, Randall Cobb has 4.
I wouldn't know because he wasn't in my house last Thursday, so I didn't get the full
Right.
treatment.
So Randall Cobb has 4 touchdowns on the season. He has scored in only 2 games. So he has 2 touchdowns in each of those 2 games, which is fucking bullshit. Fuck you, Sean. He
Pretty sure one
should
of
not have
them
4.
was in the Thursday night game.
2 of them were in the Thursday night game
Yeah,
because that's what happens.
so he's not allowed at my house anymore.
No, it's fine. He might get it. He might not. Who knows? We have one more 4 o'clock game. Hosting is hard. That's going to be a punishment next year. One of the punishments is going to be host the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. It's going to be somebody else.
But you can't do it because you already are.
Well, all right, thanks, Vince. Seeing through my plans.
If we do it in my house, we're doing it with Pearl in the basement.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't mean like physically. I meant like
Holy
sit
shit.
in
The top
the
of this
lead
can
position
looks like
of
a
the-
Red Bull can.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant like go to my house.
No, not go to my house. Like I'll type up the notes, but somebody else has to read them and pivot and ask questions and try to stay sober enough to fucking ask questions. All right, so we know that the Vikings receivers are startable every week, lineup locks with Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen, and Dalvin Cook is Dalvin Cook. So you're starting him every week, and when he's hurt, Alexander Madison is in your lineup. But does Kirk Cousins belong in lineups this week, Justin? Jesus
bad.
fucking Christ.
Preemptive.
Yeah, that's a good call, Vince. Vince, did you ever watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
I think so.
This is what I expect meat wad to smell like.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, just to be fair, I pre-warned you that it was going to stink tonight.
Well, all right. So this grease ball had spaghetti and meatballs for lunch and dinner.
I had it for dinner last night,
Oh,
too.
Jesus Christ. Were you wearing like a white white beater when you were eating it too? You were.
No. I'm trying to think.
Watching The Godfather.
I had my senior hoodie on.
Oh, that's your favorite hoodie. So.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you can pick him up as like a streaming option, maybe you have a quarterback on a bye. I mean, Kyler Murray this week is on a bye. Granted, he's been hurt, but if you need somebody to fill in for him, I do like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, he's QB8 on the season in
Yep.
terms of fantasy production. Only 3 turnovers on the year, which is shocking to me.
Yeah.
And he just shredded up the Packers, who have had a pretty good defense. So I do like Kirk Cousins this week. And if you don't like your quarterback, I think he's a good
Bless you.
Thank you.
option every week. After producing 21.5 fantasy points last week, are you in on starting Brandon Ayuk this week, Justin? Just a reminder, you said not to start him last week.
I did. But as I have mentioned earlier in this episode, do not listen to what I say because,
So that goes across everything you say.
yeah.
So basically,
Specifically Myles Gaskin.
Okay.
Whatever I say about him,
Yeah.
and I am a fantasy owner of Myles Gaskin, has not worked out for me well.
no, has not.
But I mean, I do think, I mean, obviously Ayuk is the number 2 on this team. He's the 3rd most valuable fantasy player on this team.
Yeah.
I think he does have standalone value.
4th.
Who would you put above him
Perhaps Elijah Mitchell,
if he's healthy
if he's healthy.
and if it's his day?
And if it's his day. And he also doesn't catch many passes.
Yeah.
So in PPR, it is a little skewed.
And I mean,
I'll agree. Top 3.
with the 49ers wide receivers, they got work in the run game as well. I mean, Debo scored a rushing touchdown this past
Debo.
week. Debo is, I want to hug him.
I want to hug him too.
It's not going to happen unless you can pull some strings, but
I want to kiss him on the cheek and tell him I love him.
It's a goal for season 3. I'll get a pro on the podcast.
ooh. I want a big name pro. I don't want like.
David Montgomery, obviously.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my God! What if he got
punished?
punished and he had to read the
Yeah,
because we fucking read.
I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Samiam.
I would love to put him in a spelling bee against Sam Moore.
Oh my God! I can't imagine who would win that. I think the 49ers are going to win the game 28-24.
Yeah, I'm going to go 49ers too. I like them.
I hate the 49ers more than the Vikings.
All right, Senny and I are going to finish these beers and crack new beers and talk about the last Thursday game. Happy Thirsty Thursday, everybody. Today, among the other many beers I had, including a Smirnoff Ice, I'm drinking Virtuosity. It is a blood orange, mango, mallow, fruited sour.
Mallet?
Mallow. It probably means like marshmallow.
Oh, mallow. Yeah.
Mallow. Is mallow its own thing? Do they
No,
have
it's
to marsh
marshmallow.
it?
Yeah, marshmallow.
Oh, yeah, well, I didn't know if they were making something up. Anyway, I've had this before. It hits on all those flavors.
Who's this from?
This is from Beer Tree Brew out of Port Crane, New York. So, you like ambrosia?
I do. I'm a big ambrosia guy. I'm Italian.
Well, that's true. It tastes like ambrosia.
I like ambrosia.
Hey!
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah,
The other day, Belzy told me leave the pasta to the real Italians.
that's so weird.
It's
I
like
was
the
just...
fucking Dutch guy.
Yeah. I was actually...
What do I know about being Italian? I'm not
Yeah.
I know. I was actually just thinking I'm the odd man out. I'm the Irishman sitting at a table with three Italians.
Yeah.
I feel like Robert De Niro. I do not understand the Bills at all.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
This is
I'm annoyed with them at this point, to be honest.
Sometimes they're great. Sometimes they're horrible.
Yeah.
Start Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and Tyler Bass. You have to. Slap in the Bass. I think the defense is going to be better this week. Not that they could be any worse than they were last week when Jonathan the Toolman Taylor ran all over their faces. And fuck the Saints. So I'm going to go Bills win 420-0. Justin, tell us what you're drinking. Tell us about the Saints.
Sure.
And tell us who you think is going to win the game.
So I am drinking Ripen the Machine. It is a collab with Great Notion and Parish Brewing out of Louisiana.
Testify.
This beer is delicious. I really love the label too. Let me get that in frame. Little guy here. Okay, we have three different things in frame. I do not think it picked up the can, but
Ow.
I don't think it focused on the can. But nice and dry. It's like straight hops. I don't have a lot of good things to say about the Saints. If Kamara and Ingram are not playing, I'm not advising starting anyone.
Facts. Yeah.
Simeon looked okay. I think he had a solid fantasy turnout this past week, but I think the Bills are going to come into this game pretty hungry, and I think their defense is going to...
Well, it's Thanksgiving. They're playing tonight.
Yeah, they're gobbling.
Yeah, and NBC gives out those turkey legs to the MVP.
I will never win one, but I want one.
You want one for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bills.
Senny, tell us what you're drinking and tell us who you think wins the game.
So I'm drinking Candy Maker. It's a peanut butter stout from Widowmaker Brewing. It's
Widowmaker. That's Massachusetts?
Yeah, Braintree.
It's really good. The Saints are not a real football team. That's a made-up concept. They don't actually exist.
That is good. That tastes like a Reese's
So
peanut
fuck
butter
them.
cup.
Plus, I have Josh Allen. So Bills.
Okay. Vince, tell us what you're drinking and tell us who you think wins the game.
Still milk.
That shit has not gotten any smaller. Like,
No,
Yeah, but this joke has not gotten
honestly,
old.
the milk itself tastes bad. It is not good tasting milk.
Oh, no. Clover Farms, we're sorry. That could have been our first sponsor.
right? They definitely could afford to have us as a sponsor.
Clover
It
Farms.
is not very good milk. And fuck the Saints, go Bills.
Yes, Vince. Fuck the Saints, dude. The fucking cows on Clover Farms are definitely like low grade cows. It's just.
I was hoping they had a picture of them on the.
What percent milk do you like? What kind is that?
I usually drink 2%.
That's whole.
This is whole, grade A, vitamin D.
Actually, does
I
it
love
even
whole milk.
say whole? It just says vitamin
The red,
D
the
milk.
red means
Red's
whole.
always
That's
whole,
how
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that's
Red
true.
is whole. Pink
As a-
is 2%.
As a kid, I only drank whole milk. I don't know. Maybe my parents wanted me to be fat.
I think it's whatever you drank as a kid is what you like.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
honestly, I drink almond milk. now.
Almond milk, yeah.
Almond milk is great.
I
Yeah,
love
it's good.
almond milk.
It's good.
Low
I go
calorie.
unsweetened vanilla almond milk.
I get the vanilla one.
That's what I just said.
Oh, fuck. Is that $2?
No, I'm not gonna charge you $2.
Dude,
It's not football
I'm
related.
already gonna know enough money, dude.
It is what he said, though.
Yeah.
It's a good thing this episode's in November because we're donating a bunch of money.
Yeah, I'll pay the money. It's fucking fine.
to men's assholes.
I love you. I love you. Oh, it's Sunday night football.
Yeah.
We've been waiting all day for Sunday night.
Senny, tell us what you've been waiting all day for.
I've been waiting all day to talk about turkey.
Oh, fucking close enough. I was close.
So obviously we know like the main thing in Thanksgiving is turkey. I eat turkey like every fucking day.
Gobble,
My wife
gobble.
is like a wannabe vegetarian. She eats meat when she fucking feels like it, and the rest of the time she doesn't. But a lot of my fucking
Baby.
meals are turkey. Literally last night I
Gobble,
had
gobble.
turkey sausage. Like you believe that's a real fucking thing. So like I eat turkey a lot, but
Gobble, gobble.
Thanksgiving turkey just hits different. Like facts. Like if you have like Thanksgiving on turkey, it is just the fucking shit. And like if you disagree, you're wrong.
$2.
You're legit wrong.
Thanksgiving on turkey.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
I really thought I said turkey on Thanksgiving. That's fucking
No.
hilarious. So I mean, if you disagree, you're wrong. But like, obviously, I'll ask.
I'm gonna
the
pick that up.
opinion
That didn't
of
go 5
everyone
feet.
here because
We are off the rails so
Yeah.
horribly. This is bad.
I'm just curious to see what they think. So, is turkey the shit, or are you gonna lie to everybody?
I love turkey. I've
Same.
heard a lot of people, especially my coworkers at the company that I work for, which I will not say, for real this time, say that they prefer ham on Thanksgiving.
One of
Because they're wrong.
Yeah, that's a sham.
That is wrong.
Yeah. If you're not eating turkey on Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving on turkey,
yeah.
you are not
I
doing
don't believe I
Thanksgiving
said that.
right.
I gotta fucking say it.
And we'll
No,
rewind
you
the
did
tape.
say because we all looked at each
yeah,
other.
we all laughed.
One of my coordinators has breakfast for dinner on Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Do they at least have turkey in it?
No. They said that they don't like making turkey. Their family decided they want to have breakfast. I think that's baller, but I fucking love turkey.
Breakfast for dinner is the shit.
Yeah,
oh my
no,
god,
no
yeah. Like
dispute,
you can't
no
think of
dispute.
anything you want.
But if it's Thanksgiving Day, I
You're-
want a turkey.
Yeah, I want turkey. I want
I
mashed
want to gobble
potatoes,
gobble
I
that
want
motherfucker.
Green bean casserole on my green bean asshole.
Yes, you do.
I want mac and cheese.
Remind you of your ex. The sound of the mac and cheese.
And what else
stirring
do I
around.
want?
Makes
Yams.
you gonna puke.
Yams.
Yeah,
Why say yams instead of sweet potatoes?
Yeah.
my family
Trying to
made
get some
yams.
street cred.
Are they not the same thing though?
They are different.
Well, it depends where you shop because at Acme, ShopRite, they're the exact same thing. But yams and sweet potatoes are two different root vegetables in factuality.
I'm surprised. thought
Yeah,
it
I
was
mean,
the
I
same.
think sweet potatoes they have like the. And I think it really depends on the sweet potato because some sweet potatoes have white flesh, but all yams
Flesh.
are.
What a
That's what it's
word.
called.
Yep.
All yams are orange.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Orange potatoes is what I'm eating.
Yeah. And I think they taste best with marshmallow on top.
That's what
Yeah, you gotta burn
Jen
'em.
makes. Jen makes with marshmallow and sweet
Yeah, I don't really like sweet potatoes, but I'll eat the marshmallow.
potatoes. Yeah.
But the sides, I mean, are
Sides
obviously
the best part,
Well,
I think.
we've covered the sides. That we did that last year. You can refer back to last year's episode with Sean Peoples.
Turkey
had
is
to
still
do
the
the
best
punch.
fucking
But yeah,
part. I'm sorry. Like,
turkey.
I eat that white meat all day. Like
Me
no
too.
question.
I prefer the dark meat actually.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I was like all about the dark meat, but like I'll fucking eat it all. I don't give a shit.
I like to eat the turkey leg,
Yeah.
like King Henry.
If I can get the leg, like I'm hyped.
My dad and I each get a leg. because we're both kings. It's easy to be an only child. But my mom butters the outside of the skin and under the skin.
Yeah, that's how you get it crispy.
Oh, it's nice and crispy.
You gotta eat the skin, man.
Oh, the
Like,
skin is the
if
best
you don't eat
part.
the skin, like I don't know what's
Yeah,
wrong with you.
and ham has no skin.
No.
Chicken has no skin. I mean, that shit you can eat anytime you want. Turkey, one day a year, you can suck it up and fucking suck my nuts, motherfuckers. Turkey is the shit. I'm wearing my turkey hat. I'm rooting for the Turkish soccer team. We're all about Turkey in this motherfucker. Let's talk about the goddamn Browns and Ravens. Kareem Hunt might be able to play on Sunday. What should we expect to see if he does?
No.
Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is all I care about.
What should we expect from Kareem Hunt if he plays? No. Great advice, Justin.
Yeah.
Let's move on. We're too
There we
fucked up
go.
to do this podcast. We're going to wrap this shit up. Lamar Jackson was a surprise inactive on Sunday because he was down with the sickness.
That's all I was gonna say.
If he misses another game, is there anyone on this team you can start with confidence? Also, I would start Kareem Hunt if he plays, by the way. Justin didn't tell you that.
Fuck him, Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
You can start both of them.
You can start both of them, both with confidence. I like Marquise Brown and I like Mark Andrews. They seem to be the guy that's not going over. They seem to.
He was good. He was good.
Yeah. They're the guys that are getting the targets. I think they own the timeshare when it comes to receiving on that team. Mm-hmm. And they're really the only two. The running backs, I feel like it's a who's who, and you don't know who's going to get it each week. Mm-hmm. So I'm not big on anybody in that backfield.
Yeah, the skill players on the team actually performed a little bit better without Lamar Jackson because he wasn't there to take some carries away. Brown and Andrews each saw double-digit targets, and Devontae Freeman had his best game of the year, scoring 20 fantasy points. But as you said, those two pass catchers are the only ones I'm starting because that backfield is in shambles. I'm taking the Ravens only because of how injured the Browns are, 27-24.
I'm going to go Browns.
I really hate the Ravens Browns.
I don't like either of them, but
I hate them both, but I hate the Ravens more.
We finally reached the last game, and somehow we still have another beer to drink after this.
Fuck, I forgot.
Yeah.
I fucking forgot too. Shit.
Yeah, well, I'm hammered, so.
I had drinks dark as fuck.
Yeah, you gotta start killing that. Drink hard. Seahawks play the Washington.
Fuck fellas.
Seattle has been bad at football this season. Russell Wilson has not scored more than 10 fantasy points in 3 consecutive games.
Wow.
Gino's the move.
Geno Smith over Russell Wilson. I told you motherfuckers Geno Smith was better, and he was. Somehow it was true.
Real shit.
Somehow it was true. Should Russell Wilson be started this week despite his shortcomings, Justin?
I think so.
Because it's Washington?
Yes.
I'm a little hesitant. I mean, this team has not been very good. They don't have Chris Carson. You just realized you owe $2.
No.
You cleared your throat into the microphone and looked down at the microphone.
Kareem Hunt, no.
So I thought that you realized. It's okay. We're all there. I'm there further than anybody right now. For the Washington, I'm in on Taylor Heineke. I'm out on Antonio Gibson. I think he is the suck. But Logan Thomason is an interesting tight end if he's available to return this week. Right now, he's still on IR, but they're saying that they're looking to activate him this week to practice. What do you think? Do you think that he's a good tight end to start? Should he be remaining on your benches? Because you've had to have picked somebody up by this point.
Yeah, I think if he's healthy and like all systems go, I think he's a must start. He's very talented tight end. Like you said, if you pick somebody up in the meantime and they were serving well, for the past couple weeks, maybe give him 1 week just to see like what he's gonna do, and then throw him back in your lineups. But if you've been going week to week picking up the top tight end that's available, throw him in. What's the worst that can happen?
Word. I'm taking Washington to win the game. 26-19. I hate that they're going to have won 3 games in a row if I'm right. But
Yeah, I'm going to go Seattle for that reason.
Washington.
okie dokie. All right, Justin. Let's break out that Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving beer. All right, boys. We've concluded our Thanksgiving episode. It has been a doozy. It started with Vince crying. We all got fucked up.
Yeah.
Me especially. I drank a 22-ounce, 13% stout, and I am on Mars right now. But I wanted to take a minute and enjoy this Friendsgiving beer, which is a collaboration between Cape May Brewing, Source Brewing, Double Nickel, Tonewood, Urban Village. We drank this last year, and we talked about what we were thankful for in 2020. So I wanted to take a beat and just appreciate the things that we're most thankful for in 2021. We'll go counterclockwise here, beginning with our fantasy football expert, Matt Senni.
All right, so my number one thing is I've coached soccer for years, and last year I didn't get to coach. It was honestly very uncomfortable for me to be on the sidelines. And this year I got to be back involved with actually coaching. And I was fortunate to be in a program that won a sectional title, and that was huge for me. Even if in the rest of my career that never happens again, it was huge for me to be an assistant coach for a team that won a sectional title. So I'm very happy to just be a part of that program. And then, I mean, I really have everything I could ever want in life, and I have some incredible friends that I'm just very fortunate to have. I have, the people sitting at this table with me are some of my best friends in the world. Some people in my life who just, make it worth living. My wife, I really have everything I could ever need, and honestly, I couldn't ask for more. So, in general, I'm just thankful for everything that I have.
Well said. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my friends especially, which is what I'm going to highlight in this speech. We started this podcast about 1.5 years ago. It's something I had thought about doing for a long time. And it doesn't matter to me that, we get X amount of views, we get X amount of follows, subscriptions, whatever. I do this because I love the three of you. I love sitting at a table with my 3 best friends in the world and just making content together, making something that I can feel proud of, even in my lowest moments when I'm fucking hammered trying to stumble through talking about the goddamn Raiders. It's just fun, and I love doing this every week in the fall. I love spending Thursday nights at Senni's house. I love watching the games and thinking about what I'm going to ask Justin to talk about. I love texting Vince about little things we can do here and there to make the podcast better. This is like, the thing that I look forward to the most every week, even though it's a ton of work and it's very hard to follow everything and keep in contact with, all 3 of these guys and making sure that we're all on the same page. I love doing it. There's nothing I'd rather be doing more on a Tuesday night. I have to get up for work in the morning, and I'm not looking forward to that. But I am looking forward to hearing what Vince is thankful for. Thank you, 2021. Peace.
All right, word. I think for this year specifically, after the whole Covey Wovey we had last year,
The Pandy Wandy.
the Pandy Wandy. I'm thankful that we can all still be here and be doing this. This is actually this is something I look forward to every week, getting together and just talking about football and whatever else. Even if I'm not even part of it most of the time, just listening to you guys is always fun. So the stuff you come up with. I'm thankful for being able to move out this year and having a family that supported me in doing so.
God bless.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's nice to be away from the home and actually living on my own with my girlfriend now, which I'm also thankful for her. It's a great time. And
Shouts out to Becky.
shouts out to Becky. And I feel like this was something you guys know I've been very into this year, but I'm thankful for the game of golf.
You sure
Hey,
are.
jackass. You started 6 years after me, already better than me.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
Just I'm thankful for all the people in my life and the opportunity to be able to come out and do silly things like this and joke around and have a good time with my best friends. I'm not even drunk and I'm messing my words up.
Well, you had 4 ounces of beer, man.
That's so much.
Had a lot of milk.
Yeah, that is true. That it's gonna sit heavy.
Yeah. Justin, take us home here, brother.
Yep. So I'll echo what each of you said about the podcast. I mean, Wednesdays have always been an escape for me.
You can say Tuesday. I think they know we record the night before.
Tuesdays have always been an escape for me, in just getting my mind off of things that go on in my personal life and in the world and everything. Just talk about football, hang out with 3 of my best friends, and just joke around, drink some beers, hang out for an hour or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been great. Like you said, this past 1.5 years, it started off as
I just see the mics on his chin.
Yeah.
I was thinking that he's talking like this.
It was. I'm not looking at my notes anymore.
Yeah.
But I know it started off as a porch beer idea and something that we were able to bring to fruition. So I'm happy that we were able to do that. Mm-hmm. You got your turkey hat on today, so Looking forward to further episodes. But, I mean, above all else, like, these past 2 years really have just been a whirlwind for everyone. Through that, I'm just thankful that my family has remained safe. I mean, I'm similar to Vince. I've moved in with my girlfriend, so I mean, I'm in a great place. And then above all else, like, I've just been I've had great like headspace and everything. Like I'm in a good mental state right now. The past 2 years, it took a toll on me, and for a while, like, I wasn't in the best place. But I'm happier now more than I ever have been. So I think I'm truly thankful for that.
That's awesome, man. And yeah, exactly. That's the most important thing in life. And football has definitely made things feel more normal.
Except Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, that's true. But I wanted to make a joke, but it ran out of my head.
Yeah, he ain't gonna watch this episode.
No, he's not.
Like,
I hope you do. Brandon Cooks, we would love to have you sit here with us.
What are you doing this better?
What are you doing? You're playing for the Texans, my dude.
That's true, yeah.
And you know they suck. And you know you'd rather be drinking beer with us, especially because all fucking three of us are annihilated. And Vince was in the hellish of hells for like half of the episode.
I'm going to be honest with you. I do not think this beer is that good.
It's not that good, honestly. It's a bit of a shame. It's probably my least favorite of all the Friendsgivings. So sorry, Double Nickel. You need to step your game back up. You guys were hot for a minute. Now you're like...
I'm going to blame Urban Village for this one. I will not give them a shout out, but a shout in. Their ass.
Wow, their ass.
Yeah.
Just burning bridges left and right.
On this can.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Urban Village and Clover Farm.
Clover Farms.
We burned those bridges today.
Milk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Well, I think it's time to wrap this up, boys. I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for this week's episode of the Fantasy Beer League. Well, if you guys want to hang out, you can watch a movie or something, because I'm fucking drunk. I mean, if I were you, I would not drive home right now. But anywho.
I'm definitely not driving home.
That's going to do it for this week's episode of the Fantasy Beer League. We'll be with you every Wednesday on YouTube with audio-only podcasts available on, I'm going to know, like $30,000. You know the outro. If you want a goddamn calendar, buy a goddamn calendar. If you don't want a goddamn calendar, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. All of the proceeds go to Movember, which is a charity that we're very passionate about. Men's health. What more do you care about? Do you not care about men? If you don't, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. I'm Sean Joyce. He's Justin Giel. This is Vince Verico, our producer, the man behind the magic, doing everything behind the scenes every week. He got punished for the first time since last year's last punishment. There he goes, burping up some fucking fire right now. And here's Matt Senni with his advice of the week.
Fuck Chase Edmonds, James Conner.
That works.
Good luck in week 12. Happy Thanksgiving.